Are you happy with your life? I see so many people living their life just dreading from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. I mean, you hear the Monday blues, you hear the what do they call them? The Sunday scaries. I just don't think that life has to be that way. I don't think that we have to live a life where we dread every single thing, every step of the way. But even Picasso would dread getting out of bed if he had to spend his whole day working on spreadsheets. The question is, how do you live a meaningful life? How do you find work or do work that is meaningful to you? Life is short. Life is really, 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 really short. And if we continue just floating through life, acting like we're gonna be here forever, those last few moments of life are gonna be so I don't even think dreadful really hits on the emotion that I'm trying to paint here, but one of my biggest fears is being on the deathbed and just feeling like, dude, you had the chance and you wasted it. You're not going to be here forever. You only got one shot to do the thing that you really want to do. And you know what it is that you want to do. And I guarantee that you feel an insane amount of resistance towards it. For me personally, that has been music. I have had this strong desire to pursue music forever. Like, okay, not forever, I'm being dramatic here, but throughout my 20s, I've constantly had this urge to pursue music. And pursuing music has just always been so scary. Like, I'm afraid of the lifestyle of being out in nightlife, or maybe not making money and stressing about my livelihood, not being able to go enjoy my life because of that stress. And so I've self-sabotaged a lot of that desire to pursue music. But here's the thing. There's ways to pursue it while also keeping yourself safe, keeping a roof over your head, right? Like, I think we dramatize the amount of effort that it's going to take to pursue something to the point where we end up just choosing not to pursue it. That has been my experience for so many years. But I finally feel like I'm getting to a place where pursuing the thing isn't so full of resistance. It actually brings me joy. It makes my life better. It makes my moods better. It makes me feel fulfilled. It makes me feel happier. And I have this newfound energy that feeds into everything else in my life when I do pursue the thing that I have resistance towards. So first, ask yourself, what is that thing that I feel mad resistance towards? What is that? What does it look like? And why am I so fucking afraid of it? What is it that I'm actually afraid of? Is it a fear of failure? Is it a fear of success? What is it? Get clear on that. Because once you have the awareness, you can then identify where your impulses lead you. For example, if your impulse is to just pull out social media the moment you think about pursuing music, now you know moving forward that when you pull out social media, you're running from your fears. You're running from the thing that's going to actually fill you up and make you feel fulfilled in life. Now that you are aware of your impulses, it's very important for you to be real with yourself when that impulse arises. Why are you running from your fear right now? And also having this dialogue in the back of your mind and realizing that every time I get on social media or fill in the blank with whatever distraction it may be, every time I do this, I get off of it feeling even worse, which further prevents me from pursuing the thing I'm feeling resistance towards, right? Like, why do we do this to ourselves? You deserve your own self-respect. And when you are distracting yourself from the thing that your inner calling is pushing you to fight for, to push towards, you're disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting your future. You're disrespecting that version of you that's going to be on your deathbed, really contemplating life and your decisions and how you live life. You're disrespecting yourself. Once I realized that I was disrespecting myself, it became easier to just say, get off of social media. Get off and replace this with a meaningful activity. Because I can guarantee you, or I'll guarantee you this, and I'll speak for myself, because that is the only thing I can guarantee. When my life felt most miserable, it was a result of me constantly distracting myself with video games, with drugs, with alcohol, with social media, right? All kinds of things. Just filling in all of that dead space with things that I knew weren't going to fulfill me in the end. It makes you feel good in the moment, but afterward, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, which is okay. If that's you and you're doing that, it's okay. We're all human. Like, I'm going to distract myself at some point today. It's part of our nature. It's a coping mechanism. But be real with yourself. What are you doing? How are you disrespecting yourself? Then I would ask myself, okay, what is it that I actually care about? Like, what is it that I really want to do with my life? And if I did do that and I were successful, how would that feel? How would it feel to pursue that thing that is on your mind right now and for you to actually find success in it? Because let me tell you, man, there's so much opportunity these days. Like, compare today's day and age to a century ago. Think about wanting to pursue music. You'd have to find people in your area who could also be in a band with you, who want to create the same music as you. And you'd also have to figure out how to get in instruments. If money were an issue, then it's even more of a struggle to pursue music. Then you have to figure out where to play. There's probably not a lot of venues to play at. If you live in a small town, there's maybe one little bar, lagoon type deal that you'll be able to play at. And you'll have to find people who want to consistently show up to play so that you can build a career out of that. But now you have technology, you have payment plans, you have 0% payment plans, right? Like, if you have good credit, you have so many options. You can do the whole band music thing by yourself. You can produce by yourself. And I'm really talking to myself right now. But there's so much that you are empowered by these days, thanks to technology and just innovation in general. Whereas in the past, they didn't have that luxury. So not only that, but you're disrespecting yourself in a time where you have so much opportunity in life. It's just a shift in mindset that you have to have in order to pursue the thing that you're feeling so much resistance towards. Because, man, the system has brainwashed us into thinking that we should do certain things, like social media, being on these apps all fucking day, scrolling through TikTok, trying to find the next dopamine hit. When really what we should be doing is what we feel like we should be doing. What do you feel like you should be doing? What do you feel like you should be pursuing? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you disrespecting yourself? Because there's an inner calling. You have it. You feel strongly towards it. But for some reason, there's just something getting in the way. And usually what we feel the most resistance towards is the thing that we should pursue. Now, earlier I mentioned that, you don't have to drop everything and pursue something different, right? You can start small. You can start extremely small, 5 minutes a day. So let's say that you are awake for 16 hours because you slept 8 hours, right? 16 times 60 equals 960 minutes. 5 minutes divided by 960 is 0.52% of your entire day. 5 minutes. 5 minutes towards the thing that you keep resisting. Think about how quick 5 minutes goes by when you're scrolling through social media and how much you get out of that. Yes, you may get a laugh, but I can guarantee you whatever you laughed at yesterday on Instagram, you probably can't even remember, can you? It's fleeting. It's cheap dopamine. It doesn't last. It's not meaningful. 5 minutes a day. That could be as simple as 5 minutes sitting down, just simply thinking about it, dreaming about it, imagining what life would look like if you pursued it. It's not that long, 5 minutes, and you just might end up spending more time on there, and you might even spend 0 minutes on social media today because of this new approach that you have. 5 minutes. 0.52% of your entire day. Like, I'm not asking for a lot, but you deserve that energy towards yourself. You deserve that self-respect, right? This life is going to feel completely meaningless unless you pursue what you want to pursue. And if you don't know what you want to pursue, then that is your purpose right now, to figure it out. I promise, if you approach life in this way and hone in on this mindset and really give yourself the respect as if, you know, the entire world was watching. Like, imagine if a camera crew was following you around. What decisions would you make? That's self-respect. We're so inspired by like what people think that maybe that's what you need. Just imagine if somebody was watching you every step of life, of your day, of the rest of your day today after you watch this video. What would people think? Because chances are that's what you think about yourself. And if that's what you think about yourself, then let's change it. Don't you agree? Like, let's start living a meaningful life right now. 5 minutes. 5 minutes after you get off this video, 5 minutes. Just set a timer for 5 minutes and just think about it. Just think about, what if my life was that way? How would that feel? And be super specific. For me personally, if I pursued music and I really, you know, gave it my all and I was successful with it, man, I would be on my deathbed knowing that I fulfilled my desires and I really did the thing that I was feeling so resistant towards. That, along with my family being there with me on my last breath, would be the most meaningful feeling ever. And I think about that a lot. It's probably because I've experienced death in my family at a very early age. But I don't think you have to experience death in your family in order to realize how short life is. Every single moment is an opportunity for you to make a change in yourself, in your future, in the people around you. And it really is up to you. It's as simple as just making a decision to say, this is going to suck because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I don't understand this software. I don't even understand music theory. I don't even understand what I'm getting myself into. It's going to suck. But I'm going to push through anyways, because I know that true self-satisfaction comes from doing difficult things and getting out from the other side, taking those lessons and applying it moving forward, and also helping other people who could benefit from those lessons. I think we can agree that if your passion is to paint, then what good is a career in accounting? It serves no purpose. Yes, you make good money from being an accountant and you can provide for yourself and your loved ones, etc. But that is not going to mean much to you on your deathbed, other than the fact that you were able to provide. Yes, I can see how that is a very important thing. But if you're able to put a roof over your head and those around you, and give yourself that 5 minutes, 10, 15, 20 minutes every single day, wow, imagine what you could accomplish. Imagine how you would feel about yourself. Because we have got to stop numbing ourselves from the pain of existing, because we're constantly in this hamster wheel of useless dopamine hits just to numb the pain of not pursuing what it is that we really want to do with our lives. It's time for us to start respecting ourselves on a deeper level, really being that inspiration for our loved ones, for our future kids, for our future grandkids, to make this world a better place. You tell me which is the harder pill to swallow. Sitting on your deathbed, realizing that you followed a path that somebody else laid out for you, or swallowing the self-doubt now and pursuing the thing that you've always wanted to do. Don't do what society or the system tells you that you should do. Do what lights you up, makes you forget about time, and gives you a sense of achievement, purpose, and meaning. And last but not least, don't worry about how. You will figure it out. You always have, and you always will. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, we'd love to connect with you there. My handle is @AshtonTJoe. And I'll see you in the next video. Good luck. Much love. Bye.